Today we are dealing with grammar, lesson 4. So please make sure that your book open your book, page 20. Correct the underlying mistakes. صبحي. Yes, صبحي.
نعم أستاذ معك.
Yeah, read and correct.
The displayed
The disabled athlete didn't manage to crossing the English Channel in a very short time.
to cross.
Yeah, to cross. To plus infinitive, okay. But what about the first one, which is managed? Yes. Abdullah?
Managed to assess.
Managed to. When we have didn't, we should write manage, and manage to or managed to is followed by infinitive. So manage to cross.
طلعني.
نعم.
معلش البتاع بيطلعني معرفش ليه.
اطلع وادخل تاني معلش. Number 2, Hillary.
Yes, teacher. Our sales are going up.
Yeah, our sales are going up. We have to reward our representatives. Excellent. Read Aisha's personal account of her grandma's return from Mecca. Underline all the verbs. We have many verbs here. We are to underline these verbs or to extract. يعني hold your pen. Okay. And underline the verbs in your book. You have 1 minute. تفضل. Start.
صفحة كام؟
Page 20. شباب, do you understand? You are to underline all the verbs. Do you know verbs? الأفعال. We are to extract or find the verbs in this account. You have 1 minute. Yes, Ayub. Ayub, did you finish?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
Yes.
The first verb is we celebrated. Celebrated.
We celebrated. Excellent. What about the second one?
The second verb is had collected.
Had collected. Yeah. What tense is celebrated? What tense?
Celebrated is simple past.
Simple past or past simple. Excellent. What about had collected?
Past perfect.
Past perfect. Excellent. What else? Yes, شباب. يعني sorry I don't know your names. شباب.
معاك يا أستاذ.
Yes. What else? What other verbs?
explained.
Explained. What tense is it?
past simple.
It's past simple. كويس.
we had
Dreamed يا أستاذ.
Had finally. Dreamed. Yes.
past simple.
Had finally achieved. What else?
Had eaten.
Yes. Had eaten.
Invite.
What tense is it?
Welcome.
Yeah. Invited.
Had
Welcome.
decorated.
Equated.
Celebrate.
Decorated. Gave.
Sat down.
Tucked into.
finished.
Finished.
Gave us.
Had begun.
Till.
Had
begun.
answered.
Had answered.
had answered.
And
Gave.
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 So
أستاذ لسه
we
في
have
فعل
to
فوق في
yeah, okay. Just examples. We have two tenses here, which are simple past and past
Past perfect.
perfect. Ways. Look at celebrated, explained, invited, welcomed, finished, gave, and sat down. All these verbs are in the
Past.
tense.
past simple.
Past simple. Yeah, past simple. Had collected, had achieved, had eaten, had begun, and had answered. All these verbs are in the past
Perfect.
perfect
past perfect.
tense. Okay. From the text, we are to complete these two sentences from the text. After we had collected here from the airport, grandma. Yes. Abdullah.
معك يا أستاذ.
Yes, Abdullah. Can you?
Once she had answered all our questions, we deserved resting space.
After we had collected here from the airport, grandma. Or grandma. Yes. From the text, Abdullah.
From
من نفس النص اللي عندك. text اللي عندك.
once she had answered all our questions, we finally
No,
gave
no,
her
no.
some.
Number one, after we had collected here from the airport, grandma.
Okay, after we had collected her from the airport, grandma explained to us that she had always dreamed for
Excellent.
traveling to
Explain
Mecca.
to us about her dream. Hilary, how many sentences do we have here? How many
Two.
sentences? Two. How many tenses? Yes.
Two.
Two. What are they?
Past simple and past perfect. The first one is past perfect and the second is simple.
Yeah, the past perfect here describes what? يعني what action or which action happened first and which one happened second?
The collecting
Past
grandma
perfect.
from the airport happened
Had
first.
collected. This is the first action. And explained. This is the past, the second action. So we use the past perfect to describe the first action, and we use the past simple here to describe the second action. Is it clear, شباب?
Clear.
Yes. Once she had answered all our questions. Yes, شباب. عبد الرحمن. Do we have Mina here? This class?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Can you complete?
She had answered all the questions, well deserved breathing space.
Hmm.
After he was, she had.
You are to complete the sentence from the text.
We finally gave
بس ما
her
كانش معايا كتاب.
We finally gave her some.
Some will
We gave
deserve.
here some well-deserved breathing space. Also, we have two tenses here, had answered and gave. The first one is past perfect, and the second one is past simple. Action one, or the first action, is past perfect, and the second action is past simple. Don't forget that the past perfect form الشكل بتاعه had plus past participle, but the past simple, it is the second participle of the verb. The verb may be regular and irregular, as you know. Okay? Look at the following sentences from the text. There are two different verb tenses in each. Read them and fill in the chart. Yes, I need someone to read sentence A. Yes, شباب.
أقرأ.
Yes, اقرأ.
As soon
Please.
as we had eaten a long breakfast together, we invited our close family over.
Yeah. We have two verbs here, had eaten and invited, simple past and past perfect. Please read B.
Can I read?
B.
أقرأ أستاذ.
Yes, you can.
Mom had decorated the house in anticipation for her arrival. Grandma gave us some gifts. Gave past simple. Well, past
Yeah.
perfect had decorated.
Excellent.
Had decorated. Decorating the house was the first action.
Yeah. Decorating the house, it's the first action. Excellent. C. Is شباب
أقرأ
كام؟
أستاذ.
Can I read?
صبحي.
By the time we finish the meal, Grandma have
Quickly, please. Quickly. Yes, صبحي. صبحي.
لا أستاذ.
Yes. Look at the sentence. By the time we finished the meal, Grandma had begun to tell us about her experience in Mecca. You are to extract the verbs. Yeah, the past simple and the past perfect.
Finished. We finished.
Finished. Yeah, this is past simple. كويس.
We had
Begun.
begun.
The past of begin. يبقى had decorated and had begun. Both are past perfect. The action here, decorating the house, the first action here is beginning to tell us. So, شباب, the past perfect describes the first action, whereas the past simple describes the second action. The past perfect is used with conjunctions of time or connectors of time. بنسميها الروابط الزمنية. Like after, before, as soon as, by the time, when, no sooner than, hardly when. Okay? As you see, after and as soon as are followed by past perfect, then past simple. So, after and as soon as are followed by the first action, which should be past perfect. Look at the example. After he had eaten his dinner, he went to sleep. We can use as soon as. We can say as soon as he had eaten his dinner, he went to sleep. Who can give me another example? Yes. Yes شباب.
أقول أستاذ.
Yes
حاول
تفضل.
أستاذ.
تفضل.
After I had finished my homework, I went out.
Yeah. I went out. Excellent. طيب. What about using after in this example in the middle of the sentence? Can we use after here in this example in the middle?
Yes.
Hillary?
Yes.
أستاذ. أيوة
Yes.
أستاذ.
Yeah. Yeah.
He went to sleep after he had eaten his dinner.
After he had eaten his dinner. Also, I'd like to pay your attention to a very important point here. We can say after eating dinner. Okay? We can say after eating dinner without he had. Okay, شباب? It is a possible answer. So we can say after he had eaten, or he went to sleep after he had eaten his dinner. Also, we can use after as a preposition. We can say after eating. لو انت بتختار جمله في الامتحان وما عندكش subject يعني مديك after على طول بعديها الفير مضاف له ايه؟ ing. If you don't have a subject لو ما عندكش فاعل في الجمله. اوكي؟
اوكي تيتشر.
واضح يا شباب؟
واضح.
يبقى both after and as soon as can be used at the beginning or in the middle of the sentence. What about before and by the time? The opposite. العكس. They are followed by simple past or past simple, then past perfect. For example, before he went to sleep, he had eaten his dinner. Can we use before in the middle? Can we?
Yes.
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 Eating his dinner before he went to sleep.
Yeah. Can we use before here as a preposition? Can we say, before going to sleep, he had eaten his dinner. Is it right? Shabab? Is it right?
No, teacher.
No.
Yes.
It should be
Why?
before he went to sleep.
Listen to me.
لا لا لا.
Before, we can say, before he went to sleep. Okay. Also, we can say, before going to sleep. Before going to sleep, it is right. Why wrong? As I said, in after and before, both of them الاثنين can be followed by gerund if you don't have a subject. لو انت ما عندكش فاعل في الجمله I, we, they, you, he, محمد, علي. Okay? We can say after taking a shower, after doing my homework, after sleeping, before going out, before reading, before watching. Yeah, they are okay. Yes, شباب? Is it clear؟
Clear يا أستاذ.
Clear.
ولا عملت لكم لخبطه؟
لا
If you
واضحة
have a
واضحة.
subject, لو انت عندك فاعل في الجمله يبقى before بعديها past simple وafter بعديها past perfect. لكن imagine تخيل انت عندك جمله ما فيش عندك فاعل. So we can say before reading or after reading. دي خليها لنفسك كده. اوكي؟ ممكن تيجي في الامتحان ممكن ما تجيش. Complete these sentences with the correct past form of the verbs in practice. يا شباب؟
جاوب
Who can
أستاذ.
answer? Yes, you can.
They watched the film although they had already seen it their times.
3 times. Yeah, okay. They watched the film, although they had already seen it 3 times. كويس. ممتاز. B. The air
أجاوب يا
conditioning.
أستاذ؟
جاوب يا أستاذ، اتفضل.
The air conditioning had broken.
Yeah.
So we all felt very
uncomfortable. ممتاز. Excellent. The air conditioning had broken. This is the first action. So we all felt very uncomfortable. Yes, you can. تفضل.
He had never eaten Kuwaiti food before, but he really enjoyed it.
Excellent. He had never eaten Kuwaiti food before, but he really enjoyed it. كويس. ممتاز. Yes.
ممكن
Can I
أجاوب؟
answer?
نعم.
The next morning, streets were dusty because there had been a sandstorm.
ممتاز. A very important point here, because like after and before and as soon as, sorry, after, as soon as, and because. Okay, they are all followed by past perfect. Look at the example. The next morning, the streets were dusty because there had been a sandstorm. Okay, شباب. So after, as soon as, and because are followed by past perfect, but by the time and before followed by past simple. As soon as he had finished his study, he joined the army. And you are asked to use no sooner. Can any one of you use no sooner? I think it's the first time for you to hear no sooner.
أجاوب أستاذ؟ أجاوب؟
Yes, تفضل.
No sooner he had finished this study that then he joined the army.
Once you said
then
that
then
and then, that
then
and then الاثنين are not correct. Than, it's than. No sooner than. Also there is a mistake in your answer. في خطأ في إجابتك. طيب, look at the answer. No sooner had he finished his study than he joined the army. Look at had he. When we started with no sooner, there should be inversion. What is inversion? ان انت بتقدم ال helping verb على السبجكت. Try to compare. قارن كده ما بين two sentences. جملة as soon as وجملة no sooner. I said as soon as he had, but here I say no sooner had he. So if you use no sooner لازم يكون معاها than and must be followed by inversion. لازم يجي بعدها صيغة السؤال، يعني تقدم had على الفاعل. You should say had he, had she, had we, had they حسب الفعل الموجود عندك. اوكي شباب؟ يبقى no sooner بعديها past perfect ولكن على شكل سؤال. بدل ما هي he had، لا، had he. We can do it in another way. ممكن نستخدم no sooner in a different way. طريقة مختلفة تانية. حد يعرف؟ طيب.
أنا عارف.
We can say he had no sooner finished his study than he joined the army. يعني here I used no sooner in the middle of the sentence. حطيتها في وسط ليه يا ولاد؟ وسط جملة. في inversion؟ لا مفيش inversion. اوكي شباب؟ So we can use no sooner in two different ways. We can use it at the beginning. We can use it in the middle. لازم يكون معاها than, and don't forget that than is always followed by past simple. يعني الجملة الثانية اللي بعد than جملة الماضي البسيط اللي هو which action يا ولاد؟ second action. طب ايه معنى no sooner بالعربي؟ عشان ابقى فاهم. حد يعرف؟ معناها لم يكد حتى. لم يكد حتى. ترجم كده لم يكد ينتهي من دراسته حتى التحق بالجيش. بتيجي دايما مع الباس بيرفكت لانها فيها سيكونس، يعني فيها ترتيب للاحداث. والماضي التام بيعرفني الفيرست اكشن من السكند اكشن. طيب no sooner also hardly. يعني not only no sooner but also hardly. They are the same meaning and the same usage. الاثنين نفس المعنى ونفس الاستخدام. No sooner and hardly. But where is the difference? In the other part. في الجزء الثاني. No sooner than but hardly when. So when we have hardly we should have when. When we have no sooner we should have than. Both are followed by past perfect. قلنا على شكل سؤال في الجملة الأولى. Then past simple. حد فاهم يا ولاد ولا مش فاهمين؟ بكلم في نفسي ولا ايه؟
فاهمين يا أستاذ فاهمين.
يعني معلش انا مش عارف الاسماء ومش معايا القائمه فمش عارف اناديكم. واضحه الفكره؟ very very important.
واضحة.
no sooner. yeah okay. طيب let's check. Complete these sentences with interesting explanations in the past perfect. No sooner look had Ahmed woken up than. Yeah, who can complete? Yes. Any action, any suitable action يا شباب.
Then he went to school.
Yeah. Then he went to school. Then he prepared his breakfast. Then he had his breakfast. Yeah. ممتاز. كويس. The second one. Hardly had Hamad arrived at school when.
He woke up.
woke up بعد ما وصل المدرسة. يعني لم يكد يصل المدرسة. When.
Teacher began the class.
When
Yeah. Yes. He lost his
when the
book.
street was
The teacher
crowded.
started explaining. Okay. The school bell. The bell rang. جرس المدرسة ضرب. Okay. The National Assembly morning started. طابور الصباح بدأ. Any suitable answer. Okay. Jabir couldn't afford to go to the theater because followed by past perfect or past simple.
Past perfect.
Past
perfect. Yes. So Jabir couldn't afford to go to the theater because he what? No one. معقول؟
He had a flu.
Yeah, he had a flu. Had a flu. Had here is past simple. ولا had.
Because he had a celebration
Yeah,
for his mother's.
Yeah, excellent. Or you can say he hadn't got enough money. ما عرفش يروح المسرح لأنه مش معاه فلوس كفاية. يس شباب. The last one, as soon as Jumana missed the bus. طبعا هنا some of you may be confused. Look at the example. As soon as Jumana missed. حد يقول لي ده missed هنا.
He went
بس
had missed.
please افهم بس. missed هنا it's past simple. وانت قلت لنا as soon as بيجي بعديها بس perfect. الكلام ده صح؟ yes it's right. الكلام ده مظبوط. ممكن after كمان و as soon as يجي بعديها past simple لو ترتيب الأحداث واضح. يعني ما هيحصلش خلط عند المستمع، مش هيتلخبط which one is first which one is second. يعني if I say after I watched the film I slept. after I watched it I slept. الاثنين بس simple. احنا هنا we needn't مش محتاجين ان احنا نجيب بس perfect لان ترتيب الاحداث ماله واضح. يبقى حطها في دماغك كده ان ممكن after و as soon as ممكن يكون بعديهم بس perfect واحيانا بس simple والاثنين صح. So the right answer is she called a taxi. اوكي شباب. That's we have today. ده اللي عندنا النهارده. سامحونا على التقصير. ان شاء الله الاستاذ نبيل بكره يكمل معاكم. But please don't leave عشان بس تسجل الغياب. طبعا انا قدامي 32. يوسف ياسر موجود؟ يا يوسف. يوسف ياسر.
أساس موجود.
طيب اوكي هو واحد بس اللي هو يوسف اشرف. صح يا ولاد؟
ايوه يا استاذ
يوسف
هو
أشرف ده
بس.
أستاذ تقريبا في مصر.
موفقين ان شاء الله. حد عنده اسئله؟ حد عنده اسئله يا ولاد؟